This is a weird ass topic, but
low-key,
yeah, I've never looked into it, to be honest.
Low-key, I don't want to post that. we can talk about
And just keep going, bro. Just keep going.
Okay, let's make it not weird and let's not talk about age. Like 18, 19, 20, you're still a baby.
Yeah.
I'm 24 right now and I still feel really young.
Like, you gotta look at it. Like, I look back and I see how I was when I was 21 and how much I progressed, like my mindset, to now that I'm 24. It's a huge difference.
Bro, we grow up, like, your adult life starts at 18, right?
yeah.
So, like, you're a young adult still.
I mean, honestly, bro, like I feel like 21-year-old me was like, I was still like live, like smart about life and all, but like,
Yeah.
I just didn't care. Like I just had so much fun. I'm not gonna lie, I missed being 21.
What'd you have, like, fun doing the most or what?
Like I just didn't care. I just didn't care like about anything. Like I just went out, drank, and just like I just fucking partied. Like I didn't care about anything or anyone. And now I'm just kind of like, oh, I gotta take care of such and such. Or I'm just like, oh, I don't really feel like drinking tonight. And just like, you know, like back then it was just like going with the flow and just living life to the fullest.
But was it like something that happened that you were like, okay, fuck, I gotta lock in now?
Well, I was always like, before I was even 21, like I was always like, I want to start a business. Like I've never wanted to work.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've never wanted to be an employee, basically. Like I've always wanted to just be like own my own shit. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I love drinking. This was like I was like 20. I was like, fuck it. I love drinking, but at the same time, like I love partying, but at the same time, I don't want to work. So like I was like, fuck it. What if I just open up my own bar? And I was like, I gotta wait till 21 to get my like liquor license. So I started like studying all my shit and everything, and then I turned 21. I went all downhill. I just started drinking like a motherfucker, and then I remember being like, I was talking to my friends, and we were going out, but I was like 21 still, and one of my friends was like 25. The other one was like still my age, and I was like, yo, like you guys don't ever get tired of this shit? Like they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I mean, we're going out every weekend. We're doing the same shit. It's the same people around us.
How old were you at this point?
I was still 21.
Oh shit.
And I was like, does it not get bored? Like, you guys not got bored of this? And they're like, bro, like the point of life is not caring about anything and just having fun. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, like that's the point, bro. But at the same time, like, you know, there's gonna come one point in your life where you're gonna get too old. You're gonna look around you and you're partying with kids. You're partying with people that are a lot younger than you, and you're just gonna like be very held back.
Yeah.
You know, why don't you just like start something now?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, nah, like, bro, let's just go have fun.
Were these people your age too, or like older than you?
One of them was my age. Mm-hmm. The other one was like 25.
That's why, bro. He's like, he wasn't.
I told
he's trying to keep you low, bro.
And I told my other friend who was like the same age as me. She was 21, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, like, you know, I don't really want to get to the point where I'm like 25 and partying people who are fresh at 21. Like, to me, like, it's just not it. I don't think I would want to do that. I mean, right now, I'm like, I don't really feel like going out like that. I just feel like traveling a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Sure about that?
I mean, like when I travel, I still want to go out there. But like, I don't. I'm like, bro, what's the point of going out to your hometown bar every single weekend, bro? Like, you could just use that money and go travel.
That is true, cause like at least when I go out to the bar, bro, I'm spending at least like $50-$60 that night, which like doesn't sound like a lot, right? In one night, $50-$60, whatever. But like, I'm talking about like just going out. Like, if there's like dinner plans before that, I'm not counting that. I'm talking about like going out to bars.
Yeah.
Like $50-$60 typically, and you do that like 2 times, 3 times a month, bro. That's a lot of money that adds up over time.
Yeah, and I think that's what like made me change my ways, because I wasn't spending like $50 or $60, bro. I was spending like a good $300 to $500 a night.
A night?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Nah. I mean, there's nights where I will spend like
but like it wasn't like
$300, so that's crazy.
Yeah, like it wasn't like, oh, maybe a night I only spent like $20. No, it was every single weekend I would spend $500 to $600. No, wait, $300 to $500.
That's crazy.
It was a lot, bro.
When I spend like $60 to like $100, I'm like, fuck, bro. I was pushing it. But and it's not so much like the idea of like, oh, I just spent $60 to $100. It's like what I spent that money on. Like, I really spent this money on drinks that, you know, just go down to the liquor store.
It was because, bro, like, the thing with me, I'm like, I was just dumb. I was just, like, buying everyone fucking shots. Because, like, no one wanted to take drinks. Like, obviously, like, I know liquor's expensive at a bar and everything. So I was like, you know what? Let me just pull out my wallet. And I just started buying everyone drinks, and then we would take shots. People would be like, I'll buy you a drink. I'll be like, no. I got it.
Nah.
Like thinking I'm Bill Gates and then wake up the next day, I'm like, damn.
Though, bro. You can't block blessings.
Nah, yeah, I know. I'll be fucking up, bro.
Like me, like it's like a big thing. Like at least like in the Navy, like culturally, I guess. Like it sounds weird, but we drink like right when we go out. But like typically with my Navy friends, like we buy shots, like we buy rounds. So like I'll buy the first one, the next person buys the next one, so on and so forth. I try to bring that like around my other friend groups, and it just doesn't work, bro. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, let me get this round.
Yeah, it only works when you're like with someone you know. Like, you know, if you just met them that like last week or there, it's not gonna work, bro. It's gotta be like a lifelong friend. Oh, I got you next time. You know?
I mean, but now I feel like people, like a lot of people buy me shots just because they know me.
Nah, I've seen it in real time, bro. I've seen you, Mario. Let me buy you a shot.
But like now that I'm just like, I'm like, oh no, I'm DD. And they're like, nah, fucker, you can drink, you get a drink. I say it now. I'm just like, bro, to be honest, like back then, bro, when I was 21, I would drive drunk all the fucking time, and it's bad. I know it's bad. I know it's bad. Like you shouldn't do it, but like, bro, I would do that. I do it every single time. I was like super
it was
drunk.
Like a skill that you were building up.
Yeah, I was like, honestly, like I drive way better drunk. Like it was insane. I was like, hey, on the Facebook market. I was like, hey, it's like, oh shit, like you know. But like now,
you don't know, bro. I don't.
Now I'm just like, damn, bro. Like I was dumb. I was young. Like good thing nothing ever happened. Like I didn't get pulled over. I didn't kill nobody and this and that. Now I'm just like, bro. To be honest, like I don't even want to drink if I'm DD. And I'm just like, my life doesn't matter much, but like the people around me, the ones that I'm taking home, like I don't want to put them in any kind of like harm like that. You know?
Yeah, I don't think people realize that too. Like you mentioned, like I didn't hurt nobody, I didn't hurt myself, but like, bro, if you're out, like you mess around and get hurt doing stuff like that, it's the people around you that have to deal with it too. Like deal with like loss, grief, or deal with you like being in the hospital. You know what I mean? Like they're picking up the pieces, you know, and it's not like you kind of just pop up like afterwards, like, oh, I'm sorry, if you're still around. But it's good that you have that like realization. I can't be doing this no more because that's.
It was fun though. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun. Like you just wake up, you're like,
good time.
I was in my car in the driveway, like perfectly fine, you know. But now I'm just like, no, like it was fun in the morning, but just like definitely don't do it.
What do you think about like clubs though? Like because Omaha really doesn't have no clubs.
It's whack. It's whack, bro. To be honest, like if we're being real, the only club everyone goes to, like they only go to that one, the only Latin club here, because it's the only one that's in downtown.
Well, even anything,
Epoca,
right?
Yeah, Epoca.
Even Epoca is like it's more so just like a bar though. Like it's a bar with a DJ every night.
And it's tiny.
Like, it's not necessarily
so small.
Like, like if you go to other cities, they have clubs, bro. Like nightclubs. You go in. Some of them have dress codes that they enforce.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a club. Epoca's just a bar.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like, but saying it's not fun, but
the thing is, it's the only Latin club bar in downtown. And like I mean, here in Omaha, like the Latin community is pretty big. So like, when people go out, they want to go out to downtown. They don't want to go out down west where there's other Latin clubs. Like, don't get me wrong, those are good as fuck too. But no one wants to make the drive over there and then drive all the way down south. Like it's just more risky. They'd rather go to downtown where everyone's at and this and that. But like people always complain, they're like, it's so small. Like the music's horrible. Like, but it's just like. You know, it's just like it is what it is. Like once another one opens up, that's what I'm saying. A good that was always my thought. I'm like a good
Mario's.
A good business idea is opening another Latin club, actual club, in downtown. That's like money right there. That's like if anyone does it, that's easy money right there.
It's gotta be. Honestly, bro, you're the guy, bro. Like if anybody doesn't do it,
but I don't know. I think like, but maturing is a thing of mine. I'm so stupid. I matured and I'm just like, I've always wanted to open a bar just because of the money and everything, you know. But then I just thought about it. I'm like, damn, bro. Like imagine, you know, you open a bar, you get your employees and all, and then their employees have friends. They invite their friends who are not even 21. They get drunk. And then they go drive and they fucking crash.
That's part of the risk that you take on.
They crash, but at the same time, you feel like you're like, it's damn.
Yours. But you can't even think about it like that though, because imagine like, it goes back to like drug dealers, bro. Like, imagine you didn't sell this person that like whatever, hard drug, whatever. You didn't sell it to him, but the next person did. It's not your. I mean, I'm not condoning selling drugs. However, like you can't like I don't know, bro. That was a bad comparison, honestly. But
I know what you mean.
but like you can't blame the liquor store for selling the liquor. You know what I mean? Like
That is true.
the state is allowing them to sell the liquor. They have a liquor license, so it's on whoever buys the liquor, like to drink responsibly, bro. Like it's not on the club owner. Yes, like you have to have bartenders that can know when to stop serving people, and like obviously that's a risk that club owners are gonna take is like, oh, who's 21 and who's not here. But like I mean, that's just a risk that they gotta take, you know.
Yeah.
But you
That
can't
is
look
true.
at it like that. Oh, it was my fault. This person died. Like that's
Yeah,
I mean, that's
that is
crazy. That's a
true.
crazy take. But
Yeah, but I'm not sure how it goes, but usually you don't really see that on the news. Someone really only gets arrested when they're like willingly doing it.
Or like
You know?
stuff, or like something that happened at Parliament. Well, that's why the reason they shut it down, because all the stuff that was happening.
all the fights,
the
there's a lot
fights.
of date rape drugs like going around like
Yeah, and like
stuff.
I've what was like there was like a shooting in front of that place.
Bro, like multiple times. Ever
Yeah.
since my sister was like my oldest sister was first going out, like Parliament always had issues, bro.
Yeah.
Always. Like this is like back in the 2010s. Like early 2010s.
Damn.
Probably in the 2000s. I don't know how long they were open for in downtown, but what were you saying about like the law?
Yeah, I mean nobody's really like, let's say the 20 under 21s are coming into the bar.
No.
You know, you do your enforcement, your regulation, and then if they get by, they're the ones willingly doing it. It's
That's
not.
true.
It's not like you're willingly offering them the alcohol, knowing that they're underage.
That's true. Like if pulling up with a fake or pulling up with somebody else's ID, like if I don't know, if I find somebody that looks similar to me, like I have features that are very basic. I could just find somebody that has basic features. I'm under 21. Hey, bro, let me get your ID.
Hey, but what do you think about?
It's a real ID. It's not a fake ID. It's somebody else's ID, but it looks similar to me enough.
What do you think about the bouncers like keeping the ID when they know it's fake?
I think
not
legally, I don't know if they have to or not, but like
They
I don't know,
could.
bro. I think they have to, right? They have to cut it or something. They have to.
They
Like,
don't.
I don't think they
don't
have to
have
cut
to.
it.
But like it's just like if they want to keep it.
Because
They're
I was
kinda
at,
looking out for you though too.
That is true.
but I was at Billy Fox one time, and the bartender refused service to this one girl, and her ID ended up being real.
I've
That's
heard of
fucked
that.
up.
I've heard of
That's
that.
fucked up.
And when that happens, I heard like the bouncers like fuck basically like because they call the cops and they're like that's actually my real
It's
ID.
destroying like that person's property too. I
Yeah.
would imagine like they can charge them with something. They could pursue legal action. I would assume. I don't know, but I would assume.
I hope that happens to me, to be honest, bro.
Well, you wish you pray for the day.
Yeah, I mean, like I always get questioned every time I go to the bar. They're like,
Guava juice.
This
they're
guy,
like,
they're like,
they're
you
like,
again.
It's like guava juice.
You're 20?
They're like, you're not 23. I'm like, bruh, I was here last weekend. They're like,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm here every
They
weekend,
know
bro.
you,
I have
bro.
the tattoo on my skin, bro. I have stock here, bro.
They're like,
I'm
we're-
part owner.
hey yo,
Name drop, my fault. I'm not talking shit. I was just saying because we always bring her up, like I say this to her face. Bro. I don't do that.
No, I'm just playing.
I say, but all right. But
Anyways, bro, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I've always thought. So like, I've never really like. I feel like I've always had that thought of just owning a business and like, but like in something I look into. Like now, I just kind of look into the gym, to be honest.
into what?
The gym, and I see like
Would you see yourself opening a gym,
I can see myself in my own.
bro? That'd be money on. Like if you can get into like a neighborhood, like imagine down the street, bro. How there's like the laundromat, the gas station, stuff like that.
Yeah,
In like a spot like that, just a small like neighborhood gym that you can get at least like 50 to like maybe 80 members or something a month, like starting off like the first few months or whatever, and then you just build your clientele just like based off of like the first 100 members. They like just spread the word that like, oh, this is a good gym, I don't know. What do you think about gym? Like, do you think like all like the new like super nice equipment like that is like, I don't know, just like super techie or like just nice equipment is better, or like do you prefer like the old like iron that you lift, like just old used equipment? Like,
well, I mean, it all depends, to be honest. I mean, I feel like. I mean, I don't know. It's just like
It's on the aesthetic.
It's
on the
like
aesthetic. You
it's
know?
like buying a new car with like leather seats, nice. It feels like new. It feels nice
Yeah.
at the end of the day. But then it's like you buy.
but it's a gym though.
But it's like you buy a car that's already used. The car, like the seats are already used, so they're really comfy.
That's what I'm saying,
So
bro.
it's like it's kind of like that.
Have
It's
you
like-
ever like lifted like old?
It's like there's
iron,
vintage and there's like luxury. You can go either way. It's all about
Or like
your
shoes,
brand.
or like running shoes, basically. Like new running shoes are like, you gotta wear them in, and then compared to like shoes that are already worn in. You know, at the end of the day, they're both like nice in their own ways. They're just like, I mean, I kind of prefer. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of prefer the new ones.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Like new equipment?
It's because well, it depends, bro. Like I feel like if the old equipment is like very like it needs some W2 on it. Then that's different. Like that's different. But if it's like nice and fresh and like but old school,
WD-40.
I was fucking thinking about
shit.
Bro, stuck on taxis.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah, you're right. Down.
That's your reminder to do your taxes.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that. Either.
Maybe need some WD-40. Throw some D's on it. WD-40, baby.
Like if it's not squeaky like that, then it's cool to be honest. Nah, like if it's not like. If you're going down with it, like it's not like super rough.
Yeah.
Then it's cool.
But like, you've like.
Or like if we're talking about dumbbells,
like older iron weights and everything.
Yeah, I've gone to those and they feel nice.
In, you know, like yeah, it's nice.
They feel nice. Yeah, I like it. I like the little like environment. It feels. I feel like Ronnie Coleman.
What's like your favorite gym out here in the area?
Favorite gym?
Like vibe, equipment, everything.
Probably Iron Heaven.
I've only heard good things about Iron Heaven.
How much is that a month?
About 40.
This isn't a plug. This is not like a plug, but.
No, yeah. I mean, like I've tried I haven't tried all of them. I mean, I haven't tried Bob's. I forgot what other was. But I've tried like a good amount of them, and I would say like Iron Heaven's probably my favorite one.
What do you like about it though?
It's just like it's like old school. Like everything is metal. Like all the dumbbells are metal, the plates are metal. They got kilogram plates. You know, like.
Wait, are those heavier than the pound weights?
What?
I'm just playing. Bro. Kilogram weights, pound weights.
I think they are lighter though.
What? Wait, what? What?
No, bro. But they say they have the kilogram ones, like the actual the color ones. Basically, I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Like the red, blue ones, yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It's a good environment, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, it's been packed lately, bro.
But do you be going in and there's like these brolic guys?
Bro, yes, they're huge,
they're
bro.
Like meatheads.
Like they make you look like.
But it's funny because they're huge. They're like huge and they're like so locked in and they look mean. Really? But you talk to them, they're like the nicest people ever. Bro. They're so cool.
You look in the corner and there's Vinny squatting 800.
Yeah, they're just they're
repping 800.
Yeah, they're repping 800. And you tell them oh, excuse me. They're like, oh no, pass by. Like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, bro, you're nice as fuck, bro.
You're nice as fuck. I didn't know you were chill like that.
Yeah, I didn't know you were chill like that. But it's cool. I like people like that. They're cool.
So you still see yourself potentially doing that someday? That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think it would be dope. I would want to do that, to be honest.
That'd be cool. I could totally see that taking off too. Mario's. Yeah. What would you call it? What
would I
Mario's
call it?
Boom Boom Room or what? You haven't thought that far?
I thought about just the bare minimum of it, but I've just started thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I was just coming up with a random name. I was like lifts.
Lifts?
Yeah.
With LIFT or
lifts, but with the T like a cross.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool because you're keeping your religion close and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of how Iron Heaven is. They have Bible verses on there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So they keep their probably Christian views close.
They're the one they have is how does it go? How iron sharpens iron. Another, I don't know how it goes.
It's a verse.
I forgot how it goes. Damn. But
I wouldn't know.
As iron sharpens iron, basically a friend sharpens another friend, something like that. But it's a pretty cool verse. I've seen it. I was like, oh.
Are you guys religious or not really? What do you guys think about? I'm guessing you're religious.
I'm Christian. Yeah.
Okay, and you?
Catholic. I grew up Catholic.
Grew up Catholic. You guys still keep those you're still religious. Are you still keeping that close to you, or?
It's within the mindset, but I don't be following my life directly with it. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. One of the things that I think about religion, if you follow, you still keep that mindset, then clearly you're still. Catholic,
yeah.
You know?
You're a believer. You know. You're
still a believer.
I feel like everyone has their phases. I mean, I definitely have my phases. I mean, I grew up Catholic as well, and in a Catholic household. Yep. And then, I was kind of departed from that and just kind of became atheist myself. I just didn't believe in none of that.
What age was that at? Because that happens a lot.
Yeah, and it was more of a teenage. You just become, you're you know, like, what's the point? Like, I don't believe in this. Like, you know,
It was like you started doubting.
yeah, I started doubting. I started doubting a lot of things, and I'm just like, and I felt like everyone was like, oh, like that's the devil doing its work. Like it's work, and I'm just like, no, because I don't believe in the word devil either. Like I don't believe in anything. And then you know, I just grew up one day. I think I just started getting into religion again, like probably like a couple months, like not even a year, maybe like 12 months. Like
You've been for a while now.
Yeah, like I think like for 8 months, like already I've been like just in it. But like,
what made you like turn back to it? Like, what made me
turn back into
was
it?
there like an event where like did something click or what?
Bro, it's honestly like it's a crazy story. I'm not gonna lie.
What is it? What you got?
Huh?
What you got?
It's weird, bro. It's a crazy story.
Is it like a story for another time, or is it a story like for right now?
Nah, I mean, all right, bro. Basically, bro. So like, this was like around my birthday last year.
Yeah.
July.
Last July.
Yeah.
Because your birthday's in July.
Yeah. It was like prime July. Like July just started, and for some reason, I don't know why. It's always been July. Like every year, July, I've always like felt some type of way. Like I felt like weird. Like I've never like I'm always outgoing and everything, but like every year in July, I always feel like low, basically. Like I just feel like low, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know why. And I always try doing what I regularly do, like to like uplift myself is like work out, like be outside a lot, like in the sun, and just like, you know, be active and like kind of guess like in a sense like distract myself and like work on goals and this and that, and like, you know, pick up on work.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like, I don't know, July is always a month where it's just like I don't know, like it doesn't, it does, like it slows down, like it never works. And
do you like stay doing the same thing throughout the month, or is
I don't know, like no, like I do, like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just like what do you mean?
Like, do you stay like the same work schedule, the same activities?
I stay in the same work schedule. I stay in the same activity. No, like, yeah, I stay in the same activity. I try like going out more, like not like going out in the nightlife, like going out like on a walk or like just going out to the park or some random stuff. Like yeah, like just like or getting closer with my family and all. But like I don't know, like it just never works.
Is it a month where like your mental's like the lowest?
That's why, yeah, like my mental's like just down.
You know, like low. People typically say their seasonal depression hits like in winter or like fall.
Yeah, and I feel like that's true though.
Yours is more like in the summer, you think, or?
I feel like in July it hits like really, really bad, and I mean it's true. Like the reason why like seasonal depression is a real thing is just because like it's like they say in November, December, and January, because it's like always cloudy, and it's always like down, you know. But like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like if you're out, you won't feel it, and for some reason it doesn't work for me. And I guess that month like it was just like down. Like I don't know. And like I'm always the kind of guy that like I would always reach out to a friend, even if like they're not showing any signs. Like even if they're like the happiest person ever, I'm still like looking out for them and everything, still reaching out. But I was just like no one really reached out, which that's not their job. That's no one's job to reach out to me, you know, like it's only my job to like uplift myself. But like it was just like, damn, bro, like I felt like friends, family, like anyone in my life just needed something from me, and I'm just like, I'm like, fuck,
that's when
bro.
They
like,
reach out is when they need something.
Yeah, like when they need something.
Felt it more than.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like I guess like I got angry, and I'm just like I didn't like that. Like people only reached out just to get something from me, and then once they felt better, like if they needed a talk or anything like that, which I'm like cool, like you know I could give them a talk. Yeah. I could talk to them about relationships or like breakups or whatever it is, and like I'll help them out. But once they get that hope, it's like gone. Like never speak to again until they get that feeling again. So I just got mad, and like I felt like I just kind of ghosted everyone. I just went on my own. Yeah. And bro, it was just a crazy month, bro. It was a crazy month. Cause then my birth week started coming up. It was my birth week, and I was like, man, bro, like I can't even work, bro. Like my mental was like down. Like I was probably the worst.
Pretty shocked.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Like I'm just gonna call off like for 3 days straight, and that's what I did. Which was like, I feel like I work a lot, but like I was like, damn, bro, like I really need this because I don't even think I can't even wake up, bro. Like I can't even like I lost full motivation to go to the gym. I lost motivation to do everything. I was like, I'm just calling off. Fuck it. Like 3-4 days called off, and I was just home all day, trying to like figure out stuff, and then basically when was it? The day before my birthday, I would every time I get like very depressed, I go to this one view around here. And I just look and I just like I'm telling you, just try to connect with nature and just like really thinking about like what's the purpose of my life? What's the purpose of living? What's the purpose of this and that?
Yeah.
So I went to this view and I was just like looking around. And I was like, damn, bro, like what is my purpose? Like I do this every year and I'm just like, and I feel like I find like the slightest motivation and it just goes away. I don't find a purpose for anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, bro, what is this? What is this? And this and that. Like I started questioning so many things. And then like for some reason, something in my head was like just religion. And I was like super mad. I just started knocking it all off. And I was like, bro, like, why is religion coming in my head? Why is God coming in my head? Like, I hate this, bro. Like, I was telling God, I was like, dude, like, what's my purpose? If my purpose here is to only uplift everyone else, but keep myself low, what's the purpose of this? Like, I want to keep myself happy. Like I felt like all my life I've like helped everyone out, but I've never helped myself out. And I'm like, I've never been a selfish person, but I just like I put my foot down. I was like, I'm being selfish now. I don't care. I deserve this. I deserve like happiness. I deserve everything. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I felt like I was just having a full conversation with him, not out loud, obviously in my head. And then like, there's this girl out there. No one knows.
Yeah.
But like, I was just like, I was so mad because I was like, and because this girl came in my head too, and I'm like, started thinking about this girl, and I'm just like, bro, this girl's like, she's like beyond like gorgeous, but like, no one like me could get her.
Bro.
You know, you like gotta be like, you gotta be like 6 foot nonchalant redhead. But I was just like being real. I'm like, bro, like there's no way I could pull this girl and then this and that. And I'm just like, why do you put these people in my life for me to just get like more, like just to like show me that I'm not good enough, like ever? I'm like,
why do you feel like it's not gonna happen?
It's not gonna happen. So I'm just like, why do you put these people in my life? You know,
more than just the girl, but like just other things in your life.
Yeah, especially like other things in life, and I'm just like, and then basically somewhere I drove to this one place, parked my car. And that was going to be the end of it. Like, that was the day before my birthday. That was going to be the end of it. They didn't talk to no one all day. And I was just like, you know, fuck it, just end it right there. And I didn't. Like, something inside me just told me to stop. But it wasn't like, oh, stop. And it was like, I could just shove it off. Like, it was like, oh, push. It was crazy experience. And it was just like it was like, I don't know, it's something I see all the time on TikTok and YouTube where it's like people say like when you feel like the touch, it's like you feel the touch. It's like burning inside you basically. Like it's like you can't really explain it. Like that's the best way I could explain it, but like it's so hard to explain it. It's like just
put it into words is like it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. Like it's like a different kind of peace. It's like really hard to explain. Like it's like your heart just warm.
And you think it came at like your lowest moment then?
My lowest moment, bro. My lowest fucking moment. Like I've had really, really low moments, but like I feel like that was definitely one of the lowest. And I was just like, damn, bro. Like I felt like it's just because the reason like I felt like it was the lowest is because every time something bad happens to me, I always put it to the side. Yeah. And I never like pay attention. I never show emotions and never talk to anyone about emotions. So like I felt like it just all boom hit me at once, bro. So like it was just like, damn, bro, it was hard. So ever since then, I just started getting like religious and just started putting God first. And especially like since I'm single, like I feel like back then I would look for relationships and I would I would obviously see her personality and everything like that, but I would look at her looks a lot. I would lust a lot. Like it was bad.
Like looks mattered more than.
Yeah. Like I was
more
like,
than
looks.
They should.
Yeah, I was like, looks have to matter. Like I was like always like, you know, you're gonna wake up with that person every single day. You know, they gotta look hot. But like for some reason, I'm just like, yeah. Obviously, I think looks still matter. Like I said, like you wake up with that person every single day with your life. They matter. But like to an extent, like as long as their personality is good and everything. And one thing for sure now that I like go by is like if your partner isn't putting God in between you guys, like it's not gonna work out. I don't think
that's how you. That's what you want out of a partner.
Yeah, I want that.
So you know what? we'll get back to like the. Actually, let's just keep rolling with.
No, bro, we're good.
So, bro, so I went. I think it wasn't. I went on this date with like a girl, right?
Mhm.
And like she didn't tell me prior to like her deal breakers, and like bro, it was nice. Like it was like a couple hours or whatever, like 2-3 hours, and bro, turns out one of her deal breakers whole time was she needs to be with a Christian man, which I respect that 100%. But like, have like the courtesy to like say that before you go on a date. Like, don't let somebody think like, oh yeah, this is a nice time. Like, it wasn't nothing crazy. Like, it was cool or whatever. But like, you're a nice girl and everything. But like, give that disclaimer before the date starts. Because I could just cut it off right there. I could just be like, oh, all right, well, I'm not that. So like, let's just not hang out today. Or maybe if we want to hang out, we can just keep it, like friends. We don't have to go on a date.
So let me guess, like you're not like a religious.
No,
like,
I'm not religious.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I've had like, I can respect like your experience a lot, and I honestly I admire it, bro.
Yeah.
Because like I think that's like one of the good things about religion is like it can make people feel like that, like how you were at your lowest and you felt touched and everything. Me personally, like I've never felt that, and like I just don't have the faith to say like, oh yeah, like I believe in something even though I don't feel it or I don't see it every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a moment like when I was like 17, 18, 19 where I was like religion is like I shrugged it off. I was like, this is dumb. Super disrespectful. Yeah, I acknowledge that now as like an adult that that's like a bad mentality. Like everybody's religion, I mean, it's valid and it matters. Because it's important to them. So like I think before I had like a bad idea of what religion was, but honestly like now that I think about it, it's good. Like it has its place in the world and it does good for people. Like even though it's not for me, I recognize that it's really good for other people. And I mean honestly I wish that there was something in my life that would impact me that strongly. To just believe. But I just don't have that and I don't like people have tried to get me to be religious and I don't want them to like I don't want to be I want to form my own feeling with like everything.
Yeah,
I'm more of like if you live your life as like a good person, then like you don't live your life to purposefully like screw people over, then you're good. Like that's how I think life should be lived.
Yeah. Yeah, like the whole saying of like the reason why they made the Bible is just to be a good neighbor. A good neighbor. Like don't do wrong, like make you second doubt of like murder or kidnapping or anything like that. I feel like when I was like at the age of like being atheist and not believing in anything, I thought that way definitely. And I like before like I got religious. To be honest, one thing I definitely thought was like you have to be like a saint. Like no sin at all. You have to like not cuss, not listen to like kind of different kind of music and this and that. But to be honest, bro, like the harder you try, the harder it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So like I felt like maybe that's the reason why I was like I didn't believe in it, because when I would definitely go to church sometimes, and I feel like the people there were like preach to me and this and that, and they're just like, they give me looks and this, and like I would feel like unwanted there, and I feel like I was just like, these people are making me get away from this religion instead of like feeling welcomed and all, like
which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I feel like the reason why they like pushed me away is because I was different from them. I wasn't a believer. I wasn't this and that. But like instead of like comforting me and like telling me like Jesus loves you and like even though you sin every day, He's still gonna love you. Like it was more of like you have to change your ways. You have to like stop doing this, stop doing that, which is true. I mean, like I guess like you gotta stop lusting. You gotta stop doing this and that. But like it's not supposed to be like forced. It's like when you think about lusting, it's like you can't just be like, I'm not gonna lust today. I'm not gonna lust today. You got to think about Jesus. Like you got to be like, I'm gonna put Jesus first. I'm gonna put Jesus first instead of saying like I'm gonna stop lusting. I'm gonna stop lusting. Because if you put in your head like I'm gonna stop lusting, that's all that's gonna run in your head is lust, lust, lust.
It's like out of sight, out of mind. Like,
yeah, you just gotta be like I'm gonna put Jesus first, and it's not even coming in your head no more. It's like I'm just putting Jesus first. And I feel like I feel
like there's gotta be reason behind it. Like you can't just be like, oh, I'm not gonna do this. You gotta know why you're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Is it because you felt like maybe part of like the lustfulness maybe was dragging was something that was dragging you down too, or like
I feel like
what helped you tell yourself like, okay, this is in the back of my mind, leaving it there, and Jesus is up here? Is it because you felt so moved by Jesus? Like what was it that that kind of like let's say they're on a scale. Here's your lust and here's Jesus. Like, what was it that made the lust go way down and Jesus go way up?
It's just thinking about him.
Yeah.
Thinking about him. I feel like people think like just because you're like religious, you're not sinning. You're not like lusting. You're like a saint and you're following God and you're better than everybody else.
Yeah.
Like that's completely false. And anyone that thinks that way, like anyone that's religious and thinks like I'm better than anyone else because I'm religious and I'm following God, it's like, no, they're probably just, we're all sin. We all sin. We're all like, we're not perfect. No one's perfect. So like if anyone thinks they're perfect for Jesus, it's like they're not perfect.
We're born sinners.
Yeah, we're born sinners, and like it's just like it doesn't sit right with me, bro. Like I think like honestly, like if I like wanna sin, let's say I wanna get drunk. Because drinking isn't a sin, but getting drunk is a sin. So let's say I'm like, I wanna get drunk, I wanna get blacked out tonight. You know, I think I just like back then I would just be like, you know, let's go get blacked out. Yeah. But now I'm just kind of like, damn, like I don't know if I should. Like I gotta put Jesus first. But the thing is, like, it doesn't always it doesn't always win. Like I still drink, you know, I still end up getting drunk. And the thing is like, just because you get drunk doesn't mean like, damn, like, well, now I gotta get away from God. Like, you know, like
also
no,
that
like,
guilty conscience that you carry, like I feel like that tells a lot too, right? Like
yeah.
it tells like it just shows that you're not like that's how you live your life. Like, oh, I live my life to get blacked out every day. Like I work for a paycheck to pay for my my alcoholism. So just knowing that you are doing something that maybe isn't right, like, but you're giving into like I guess temptations, like that's good, right? That's kind of how do you see that? Like you know you're doing something wrong, but you feel bad about it.
It's just like basically like a diet. You know, like when you're really strict on a diet and you cheat on your diet, you feel bad about it because you're like, I shouldn't have ate that because now I lost all my progress. Same thing with like sinning. You know, like you follow God and then one day you just sin and you're like, damn,
you didn't lose your progress.
You didn't lose your progress, but now you're just like, damn, bro, like I gotta be better than that.
It's like a direction that you're working towards, you know?
Yeah.
Like overall, you gotta believe in it in order to, you know, follow that direction. And it's always in the back of your head. It's like a message that you keep there. You know, you're doing something bad and then you know you're not supposed to be doing something like that.
Would you feel like the way Mario's talking about how he keeps it close, like you kind of feel the same things?
Like with myself, within myself?
Like about sinning and like, you know.
I feel like morally, I feel like I have good morals. I mean, they're not really as defined, but I feel like I deal with a lot of people within society just because of my work. And I know what's right from wrong. You know, it's not hard to differ what's right from wrong. Obviously, I'm going to treat everyone with respect, but I don't follow closely. I mean, I haven't read the whole Bible. I can't talk a lot about it, but I can't follow closely with it because I don't know it specifically. But overall, everyone should be morally right, like morally good.
You should have that basis from when you're a kid, you know, you start learning what's right from wrong. I did, like, I think we talked about it. There was a kid in my training that I had, one of the schools that I went to. He was very religious, like super Christian and everything. And we had these like really deep talks on our like morning walks to class. And one day he was telling me that, like, I don't know if like this is true or what it is, but like his religion, like his views on sin was that Jesus, well, like he thought that Jesus sees it as like if you have like thoughts of sinning, like if you're a married man and you cheat on your wife, or you think about cheating on your wife, like you lust over other women, you've already committed a sin.
Yeah.
Is that really how it's viewed?
That's what they say.
That's how it is.
If I think about murdering somebody, like if I think about ending somebody's life, like I've already committed that. I've already committed that sin in the eyes of God because I thought about it.
That's the first step towards it.
Yeah. So it's already a sin. So like it's like you said, lust. Like you know, lust
is a sin.
Yeah, lust isn't always like physical touch.
Acting on it.
Yeah, like acting on it. It's just like if you think about it, like you see a girl and you're just like you think about different things about her. Yeah, it's like it's already lust. But the thing is, bro, look, I tell this to all my friends, and like I tell them I have gay friends, bro. I have friends who are bi. Like I don't know if it's the same thing. You know, I have friends that drink. I have friends that smoke. I have friends that like are like down bad.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's perfect.
Yeah, nobody's perfect. But the thing is, like, I have all these friends, but like I don't judge them, and I feel like that's a big thing in religion, bro. People judge. a lot of people in religion judge. Like everyone who's like, I'm not saying Christians, just Christians in general, like Catholics, Christians, anyone like is in a religion, they judge a lot. And I feel like that's one of the biggest sins nowadays, bro.
That's one of the things that keeps people away from it.
Exactly.
Too. Like me, I truly don't see myself getting into religion just because, like I said, my values are just live your life as a good person and you're good. But like the kid, what I really appreciated about what that same kid had told me was, even though like yes, everybody sins, like we are all perfectly imperfect. So like we're gonna mess up, you know. But he said that's how we are just in God's image, basically.
Yeah.
Like God's image of us is like we're gonna mess up. Mm-hmm. But like as long as you repent, you feel bad, like, you know, obviously you know that you're doing wrong, or you know you did wrong and you recognize it and you ask forgiveness, then you're good in God's eyes again.
Yeah. But that shouldn't be taken for granted, because some people are like, oh well, I'm just gonna go kill somebody. But it's fine because I'm asked for forgiveness, and he'll like forgive me. You know, it shouldn't be like that. Because like it doesn't work like that, you know? It doesn't work like that.
It's because he's the one that decides.
Yeah, like he's gonna forgive you obviously at the end of the day, but he only forgives you if it's by the like in the heart. Like if you go and not just like I'm gonna go pray and talk to him and like, no, like it has to be like you fully regret doing something. Like you fully like, I got super drunk and I regret it. I regret like getting away from you and like and this and that. Like I want to ask for forgiveness and like coming truly from the heart. Like he knows it. He knows when it's true and when it's false. You know, you can't just be like, oh, I regret getting drunk, and then go get drunk the next weekend, and then the next weekend, and then like it doesn't work like that.
Show no like remorse.
Basically, it's like a girlfriend telling you she loves you, but then she goes cheats, but then she tells you she loves you again, and then she goes cheats. You know, it doesn't work like that, bro. Like it has to be truly from the heart, and you have to show like that you are changing for him. You know.
And you think that's what leads to forgiveness, is actually showing change, or like really feeling it,
like really like feeling it, not completely changing, because at the same time like we said, no one's perfect. You know, at the end of the day we're gonna sin. You know, so like we can't just be like, I'm sorry for getting drunk and I'm never gonna do it again.
Yeah.
But then it's gonna happen again. You know, maybe one day like later on, like 30 years from now, you get drunk. You know, but like the thing is like as long as you're actually sorry for what you did, then you know you're forgiven, and that's how it works. In my opinion, I think that's how it works.